Hey, my Scorpion here. So we're gonna do a little bit more work on the trailer. I'll try to get these lights closer to being done. Still waiting on the company to call me back for the replacement pieces so I can put the brake lights on. And I've got the, I guess, width lights, the lights for the width, whatever you call it. I don't remember right now. Anyway, those are on order. They're supposed to be in Tuesday. So trying to get the rest of the wiring tight, done, in place, kind of ready to go. So yeah, y'all stick around. Alright, so moment of truth. We get ready to plug this thing up, turn it on, see what does and doesn't work. So when I come back, I'm either gonna be crying or smiling. So let's see. Alright, so here it is. New marker lights up and working. Decided to leave the tag light that was on there. So it's on there. We got the marker light on the side working. Now all the marker lights on the front. So it would appear we wired it correctly and we got good connections on everything. We have removed the light over here, and I'm out of foam, so I'm filling it with silicone, whatever. So once that sets up, I'll come back and give it a nice, smooth, good seal, but I put a bunch in there just to kind of fill it up, give me something to connect the other two. But that light's off. New light's gonna go right here on the fender. Same on the other side. So the problem is I've got the new lights that go here, but the grommet apparently was a big fail in marketing or whatever, design something. So they discontinued this grommet, and it doesn't, you can't find it anywhere. I've made lots and lots of phone calls. So the lady said something about a flange, and she's supposed to send me pictures of it. I'm waiting on that email. I got rain coming, so I'm probably going to duct tape this hole closed, just to keep the water out. But the other light's unplugged and it's out. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, and then they will be ready for me to install the new lights. Being that I didn't change the wiring inside, all I gotta do is plug that wire into the new light. The plug's already on it. They come with plugs, so we're good to go at that point. So that shouldn't take a lot. Driver's side exterior light has been removed, and I silicone those holes so it won't be leaking. We drilled the hole inside and dropped the wire through, so it'll definitely make it out here without any problem. I'm gonna find a sleeve to put over it to protect it underneath, so in case I lose tread, it won't grab that wire and rip it out. So I'll put that in. This is where the other light was going into the door on this side. That's the driver's side I showed you first, and this is where we are extending that wire. I got about 2-3 foot of wire out here, so when I remove this door and the door jamb, I can run that wire down the inside, drill the hole, and it'll go right straight out where it needs to. And I'm not removing the door until I'm ready to put the wall back up, which I'm not too far from at this point. But I've got to take that so I can get the wood behind it and then put that facing back on. And these come through the wall too. So I basically have to remove the door, put the new wall up, and then put all that back. So that's that ought to be fun, just saying. But so that's basically done. The passenger side, this is where we plug those holes and drilled the hole to run that through, and I will silicone that just so it doesn't throw moisture up through the hole from the fender well. Probably here in a few minutes. So me overdoing stuff. So anywhere there's a connection, it's in that. That's not going to be that hard to remove if I ever have to remove it again. Basically, I just wanted to make sure I kept the wire up and off of the metal, so vibrations from going down the road or moving around in the trailer wouldn't slowly work its way through the wire and cause a dead short and my lights not to work. I covered up all the screws when they come through from each one of these because they're sharp, just in case somehow the wire did fall down there. And there was a couple spots over here I didn't like where the wire was laying and all, so I got it up off of that. Also shoved some styrofoam in here on both sides to keep the wire from pressing against the top like it was, to protect it there. Got all this wired back last night, siliconed, sealed, all that wonderful stuff. That's the other brake light I still need to take out. And we're pretty much down to putting styrofoam in for the rest of this stuff because we've got everything wired up, taped up, ready to roll. So that's probably gonna be the next step. I did foam the corners, so I'll have to clean that up before I put the wall in. Did that on both sides. And I think I'm gonna just put strip insulation in up here, all the way around on top. So I'm gonna put my walls in, get some house insulation, cut strips out of it, put it up there, and then put the wood up to cover the I guess the not square area. But as you can see, I've got my foam here, my foam boards for the ceiling. And we have to get the other stuff. Yeah, the solar panels mounted on top first. But basically did the same thing here, covered up the edges of the screws. Got the wire taped up and foamed up where it won't fall down on stuff and have to worry about a vibration issue, and strengthened up all those parts where we put it together just so the wire wouldn't be pulling on it and that kind of thing. Not that I thought I would have an issue, but that's just me and how I roll and how I do it. So if you want something overdone, give me a call, because yeah, that's just me. But anyway, no, I'm not taping that because when I put the insulation in, it'll hold it firmly against the wall so it won't be wiggling around. And that's pretty much it. So we've definitely made a lot of progress in the last couple weeks. Still have a long way to go, but we are getting there slowly but surely. Hope y'all enjoyed.